Howdy folks, this is Combat Ineffective, and once again I'm looking at Tonster playing on the Mod 1 on my account. Looks like he is... Oh, we better fix that mini-map first of all. Looks like he is bottom tier in the tier 10 game, and this is Glacier, I think, is the name of the map. Yes, it is. Standard battle, and once again Tonster is looking at the view range setup that he's got. It's like a little glitch there at the beginning. Nothing to worry about. And this is a pretty hard map for the Mod 1 to play, especially given he's bottom tier. So he's kind of, looks like he's hunting for the light tank. He has loaded almost exclusively gold ammo. Again, he's trying to 3-mark this tank. Sorry if I sound a little congested. I have a cold at the moment, unfortunately. Anyway, some of the things Tonster does I don't understand, but I do understand that he does know what he's doing. Almost all the time, he doesn't make that many mistakes. And as a bottom tier, basically, he's just trying to stay alive, I think, and look for shots of opportunity. He's looking for those gaps to get some side shots here, but I'm not sure that's going to happen, at least until the AX gives up his position or pushes forward on him and forces him down, which it looks like is maybe what's happening. Oh, that is excellent. Too bad. Just a little bit behind, it looks like. Sometimes that happens. In some ways, he was lucky to hit the shot at all. This gun is not super accurate at distance. Since he's bottom tier, he's not really trying to use his armor as much as he is trying to position for a quick getaway, since he hasn't been spotted yet. And the bounces keep coming. At distance, you basically have to expect some of that from this tank. Not only because of its inaccuracy, but 247 pen is not that great. I mean, hitting the side of a T44 really should pen, but, you know, RNG probably hit in a place that didn't actually have any tank behind it, just hit the track. So I've never seen anybody take this position, but it is interesting. Oh, I see. He's just cutting across. It does look like he sees that T32 is a 2-shot. He is side scraping. A lot of T56 players, go to T56 players, will expect to pen every time they shoot. And so oftentimes you can bait them into shooting again and again at you. Notice he's got a TNH behind him. So he's got some significant health. So he's just sort of backing off and baiting them into coming after him. Obviously, he doesn't want to move forward. They are greatly outnumbered. That AE Phase 1 looks like he's taking care of some business, though. They are in a bit of a crossfire. But if Tonster drives forward, he also will be in a crossfire. Well, he would have been. Now it's just that ST2. If he can get some side shots, he can probably pen. And since the ST2 hasn't seen him in a while, he may be able to get a surprise shot. And he does. And beautiful. He's got a whopping 500 damage, but it is 8-7. There's still 6,500 HP to be taken. Nice shot by that T-32. It looks like he might have a smaller gun. Hard to say. Either rolled high on the small gun or low on the big gun. I think actually the little gun is a 75 or 76 millimeter, so it almost certainly is the large gun. So now he can use his armor. And that EBR is going to have a hard time penning him even from above, which it looks like he may understand. It's 10-8, and it looks like they're basically all holed up in their base. It looks like he's going to go up there and give that EBR what for, unless the AE phase does it for him. Oh, and that's a beautiful kill. 195 damage from that EBR, though. That's crazy for ramming. Now, this is a pretty good fight for Tonster. The T-44 has better gun handling, but he has the better hull armor and better turret armor. So this will be interesting. The T-44 also has better mobility, but I don't think he expected Tonster to rush like that. But I believe that was the right move. He's got more HP. And he's got a better armor profile, so brawling is where it's at for him. So he's got 1,300 damage. There's only 3 tanks left on the enemy team. The TS-5 can be a challenge frontally for the Mod 1, but the other 2 should be easy pens. He's playing carefully here. He doesn't want to get caught out by that Mod 1 or the TS-5. Ooh, and he gets a pretty lucky bounce. He did angle a bit. Now he can show just his turret here, which is helpful. And that's great. With that TS-5 pulling up that ridge line, flattens out his lower plate and makes it a fairly easy pen. So Tonster's cupolas are pretty small, but if you get too close, it can be a fairly easy pen. I think the TS-5 has pretty bad gun handling, though. Ooh. And that was a very nice move. And now he's got to press the advantage because that Scorpion is going to have a much longer reload. And now it's just down to the TS-5. So it's looking like Tonster did a lot to help win this game at a tier 8 in a tier 10 game. Now he's got he had side shots, but he wasn't going to make it up over the ridgeline in time. Oh, and he snaps, and it does not go in. But now, that TS5 has nothing but problems. And that's how you farm up some damage at the end of the game in a tier 10 game, that is. Against a tier 8, of course. Anyway, that's it. 15 to 11. 2,800 damage, 762 spotting. Let's take a look at the after action report. So here we go. This one was an ace, and as stated, 2.8 thousand damage and 700 assisting damage. That's almost 3,600 in a tier 10 game, which is excellent. I got an ace, a bruiser, a duelist, a fighter, and a fire for effect. Looks like he got kills on 5 vehicles, nearly a Top Gun low on as a bottom tier tank. That is excellent. I love that ramming on that EBR. He came down the hill and saw he had nowhere to go. That was a classic and beautiful thing. Probably definitely helped out that AE Phase 1 as well. So, 1,417 base XP. Once again, lost credits, but that's no big surprise. Even if you were not playing for a third mark, you have to fire a lot of gold out of this thing if you're bottom tier in a tier 10 game. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time. So 23 shots, 16 hits, 13 pens. So he didn't do too bad on the hits versus pens, but it's difficult to make that gun work at a distance. 815 damage blocked by armor. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's probably 2/3 of the tank's armor HP. So it's definitely an effective use of armor. He damaged 9 of the 15 vehicles and destroyed 5, and ended up with 1,559 total XP because it is a premium vehicle, and it was a 10-minute game, and that's about all I've got. Anyway, thanks for watching. Combat Ineffective out.